Welcome to Tokyo, Japan. It's one of the destinations that everyone wants to go, and I know you've seen videos about where to stay in Japan on a budget, but that's not gonna happen in this video. We are staying at the Westin Tokyo. As you can tell, this is one of the fancier hotels in the city. When we walked up to the hotel, we didn't even get a chance to pull our luggage into the lobby. A very nice doorman got our luggage and put it on a cart, and after we checked in, the luggage was delivered to our room. Now, I've been to Japan many times, but this is the first time I'm actually staying at an official hotel, and while the small Airbnbs and hotels are quite cozy, this hotel is on another level. The spacious room, the king-size bed, and especially the large bathroom. But not only that, the bathroom was quite luxurious. It's all about the details, from the cleanliness to the silver plating. You can definitely tell that someone spent a lot of time on this. So staying in a luxury hotel is definitely different than the last time I was here. So sink, bathtub, very nice, and the shower. So I like staying at this hotel, the Westin Tokyo. They made sure they grabbed all of our luggage and bags before we even walked into the lobby. They didn't want us carrying anything. And our view was utterly spectacular. What you're seeing here is Ebisu, a little quiet part of Tokyo that's south of the bustling Shibuya. It's full of parks and trees, and it has a nearby river where you can look at cherry blossom trees too. Right there, this time we get to see Tokyo Tower from our room. Right there. Boop, boop. So yeah, this is the room, the bed. Love the pillows from the Westin. I'm super excited to stay here again and eat the awesome breakfast every morning and the cocktail nights every night, basically. Free beer, free food. Oh, and there is our luggage. He does an excellent job and doesn't take tips. Yes. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Wow, we sound so American. So much bowing. While you're in an Airbnb in Tokyo, you might wake up staring at a brick wall of another building. But not here at the Westin Tokyo. If you get the right side of the building, you actually wake up to Tokyo Tower. On the other side, you wake up to Mount Fuji. I know what you're thinking. That's a mighty good view. But what about the hotel food? Well, let's get to it. While you do get a free continental breakfast upstairs, it's much better to actually pay for your breakfast downstairs or use your free gift if you're a Platinum Elite member at Marriott. It's much better because it's a Western and Japanese breakfast buffet. I couldn't believe how good it was. You know, this is one of my favorite places, hotel-wise. The Renaissance Hong Kong was very good. And now this is probably my second favorite, I think. Oh, thank you. Nice. Extra service. I'll take a cappuccino. Thank you. Alright, let's go get some food. I know. Sat down. I'm getting back up. And off we go. As you can tell, there were a lot of patrons in the breakfast area, but enough room to walk around. Over on this way, we see the breakfast buffet. This is what I call the meat section. You can come up and grab some ham, some bacon, some sausage. Over here, we have the wild card. Every morning, the items change. Sometimes it's scrambled eggs, sometimes it's spring rolls, sometimes it's curry. As we walk down the line here, this is the fish section. And yes, Japanese people eat fish for breakfast. Actually, what I thought was really cool was this noodle station. At first I thought, what was happening here? Upon inspection, there's actually a person behind the counter that will make any noodle dish that you want. Walking around the corner here, we have an onigiri station. Again, a chef behind the counter will make any onigiri you want. Onigiri. Look at that. Tuna mayonnaise. I don't know if you can see that. Now, I did say this hotel was extremely luxurious, which means we are definitely not finished with the food. This is the soup section, which includes curry and porridge. Alright, since we're done with the tour, let's get some food. I honestly hoped that there was some wagyu or some sort of steak, but I had to stick with the fish. And then there was fried chicken, the perfect meal for Westerners. However, if you do get the breakfast here at the Westin, make sure you do get these vegetable rolls. Somehow this roll had the perfect crisp and the perfect crunch. But like an average carnivore, I had to make my way back to the meat station. And here we go, the ham, the bacon, bacon, the sausage. I actually really love this thing called the tornado sausage. I don't know what was tornado about it. Maybe it was rolled into a spiral shape, but it was actually very good with the peppery taste. Earlier, I mentioned the wild card station that had curry, which may be there one day, but not another. But the soup station had something called a Westin curry. Not Western, but Westin. I actually don't know what that means. Must be a generic Westin recipe. If you don't want a curry that's named after a hotel, there's porridge and miso soup too. I'm pretty sure they are the Westin recipe as well. But if you want to load up on carbs, there's the pastry section. Or should I say pastry and sugar. Now, if you're already in Japan eating at all the bakeries, this is actually pretty bottom of the barrel. Decently okay, but nothing beats the street bakeries out in Tokyo. Okay, so I also really like pancakes, the mini pancakes, where you wave your hand and suddenly they make a pancake for you. Look at that. My heart does go out to the pancake maker who lost his job to this machine. But come on, these little mini pancakes are just so cute. I can't be mad at it. And while you may be marveling at the pancake, a pancake is just still a pancake, even if it's delicious. What's next to this machine is even better. We have some grilled custard French toast. Soft on the inside, soft on the outside, and very moist. Not a lot of food that you can describe with those two words. French toast, hitotsu. Just gonna grill it. It's actually soaked in custard, some kind of custard sauce. Of course, powdered sugar, freshly cut. Arigatou gozaimasu. And the salad bar. I mean, seriously, who eats salad at a buffet? But we're gonna check out the selection anyway. But since I've been eating so much meat, I am going to get some salad just to balance out the meal. And with any salad, you gotta add some salami. Gonna make myself a salami salad. If there is such a thing, it actually sounds kinda gross. But since we're already there, let's go ahead and add some salmon as well. Welcome to my custom smoked salmon and salami salad. And believe it or not, it's actually probably the healthiest thing I've eaten here this morning. One important thing I learned is that if you stay here long enough, you'll eventually get bored of the buffet. And that's why variety is so important. Every day I got a different type of noodle and a different type of soup. I cannot even imagine getting this type of breakfast in America. You do have a variety of options when it comes to noodles. You can choose from pho to egg noodles to dandan noodles. The type of soup you can get is actually pretty limited. The clear or the creamy. Now that I think about it, since you're in Tokyo, go outside and actually get some ramen at a ramen shop. Trust me, it'll taste better and you'll thank me later. Once the noodles are cooked, it's time for the topping. The selection for toppings were actually pretty good. It had pork, shrimp, and even scallops one day. One day I would use pork, one day I would use shrimp. At one point in time, I started going to the meat station and putting bacon and ham in my soup. And that's the best thing about this place, is where you can open up your imagination to do whatever you want. And you can also do that with the porridge and curry. After so many days, you just start pairing the most bizarre and random foods together. Smoked salmon curry? Sure. Bacon miso soup? Interesting. Fish pancake sandwich? If you make it, it will happen. So my advice is go with the traditional types of food or make your own creations. Have fun with breakfast, but don't eat too much. You are in Tokyo and the best food is waiting out there for you. And after gorging on 20 pounds of food, I finally made it outside. I slathered on an insane amount of sunscreen to protect my vampire skin. Or for Asian people, just a normal day and a walk in the park. And in this case, it's a walk in the garden. Outside the Westin is a mini garden filled with trees and plants. Even with the giant hotel looking down on you, it's very serene. It's a mix of a zen garden plus a trail with a little waterfall and a pond. Now, if you're ever visiting Tokyo, you never want to stay in a hotel all day. Tokyo has so much to do, so much entertainment that staying in a hotel would almost be a waste of your trip. However, as a Marriott Bonvoy Elite member, you do have access to cocktail nights upstairs. What that means is you get free cocktails, beer, and food. And this is a good alternative if you don't want to go out to eat or you just don't feel like paying for food. Since it is cocktail night, you do not get a full meal. There are plenty of light bites, so if you get a lot of them, you'll get full. They do have a variety of desserts, salads, and meats and soups. They're somewhat simple, but at least they're still better than a lot of the hotels in America. Tonight we're looking around and we do see something familiar called the French onion soup. Just the other night we also had clam chowder, so it's nice to know that they switch things out and keep it fresh. This amenity is a great option for those that are already heading back to the hotel and have no plans of going back out. Since you're staying in Ebisu and Shibuya is only a station away, you should probably head back out for food. Eating free food is one thing, but eating an amazing meal in Shibuya, that's another. And for many people, eating in Japan is the sole reason that they're there. So let's take a look at all the food items before we grab some cocktails. And there you go. Hopefully this gives you more insight on where to stay in Tokyo. I had a great time here. The neighborhood was quiet, it was beautiful, and everything turned out great. And I really love the fact that Ebisu is along the Yamanote line. It was just one stop to Shibuya and another stop to somewhere else, like Harajuku or Shinjuku, just super convenient. If you made it this far, let me know whether you will stay at the Westin Tokyo. And please subscribe. See you next time.